Yes, today what we are doing is we are making a special pizza, okay? But what you're seeing right here with this stuff, this looks like mozzarella cheese to you guys. And I know it does look like mozzarella cheese, but in actuality, what this actually is I have ground up a whole bunch of cauliflower on this machine here. If you take a close look, you can see that's cauliflower. And I grind it up like this. I run it through this blade here. And it's kind of a slow process, you know, but you get it done if you continue at it and you work at it, you know, and you get it all ground up into this stuff that looks like cheese right here. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to grind up 2 cups of this mixture that looks like cheese that's actually cauliflower. So then you put it in here like this, the cauliflower mixture. Take your spoon and you dig it all out and you put it in here like that. And when you get it all in there, you kind of fluff it around a little bit. Then what you do for the next step, now see, this is a crust I'm making right here. You take 2 eggs and you crack them in. There's one. There's 2 eggs in there. And of course, you got to pick that little piece of shell out of there. You don't want that in there, crunching up in your food. Well, it would just make your food a little bit more crunchy, but most people don't like shell in their food, you know. So then you stir all this. You stir the eggs up with the cauliflower mixture. It gets kind of soupy. Okay. And get it all stirred up in there like that. And then you take some real mozzarella cheese. Now this is the real mozzarella cheese. And you measure out roughly 2 cups, which is, let me see here. Okay, 2 cups. It's right up to that line right there. So pour this in. There we go. We got 2 cups. Yeah, that's 2 cups. No, wait. Yeah. 16 ounces, 2 cups. There we go. We pour the 2 cups in, like that, of the mozzarella cheese, and then we stir that in to the mixture. And what we're making here is we're making the crust for the pizza. So yeah, it's a bit of a cheese crust, but what you're going to find is that the cauliflower changes the consistency of it and makes it more like a real crust along with the eggs. So it does make a pretty good crust. Now, I've done the next step already. I've put olive oil in the bottom of this little fry pan, sort of flat pan. It's kind of a little bit of a flat frying pan if you take a look at it, and it's already got the oil in the bottom. And now I'm going to add this mixture on top of the oil like this. Add some more. I'm kind of flattening it out a little bit in there, and I'm going to try to just put half, because we're planning on making 2 of these. So I can pretty much judge half, you know. Don't want to overfill it anyway. I think that's about the right amount of oil. I think it's going to work pretty good. As this kind of melts its way into the bottom of this pan here. Now, I think it might be a good idea. Yeah, that's just about half. It might be a good idea here to I can put that little piece of cauliflower in there. Like a little bit extra cheese in here. I can just throw in here, around there, so that none goes to waste. You know, I'll just put any excess in here and put it in there. It'll be fine. Okay, we're all good. Now we just add a little bit of salt to this. Just a sprinkle of salt, that's all. Just as if you're salting your food, you know what I mean? And then we put it in the oven for 10 minutes. Yeah. And we are to the point or position where we've done this in the oven for 10 minutes and we've got little brown spots on it. This is the mixture right here of cheese and cauliflower and egg. And it's been cooked now and it's made a crust. You can see it's made a pretty good crust, like you can tell by looking at it where I'm tapping it here that it's pretty solid, you know. And so what we do now is we take our spaghetti sauce, you know, ragu from a can, and we just kind of pour it out on here like this, the spaghetti sauce. Scoop it out with the spoon. Make sure we get it all. And then we just kind of spread it around on here to make it even on top of the crust. Now, at this stage right here, if you guys like, you could add some onions, or you could add some mushrooms, or you could add some ground bacon, or you could add some ground up pork or ground up hamburger. All kinds of different things you could add at this point in time right here on top of this spaghetti sauce. But for sake of argument today, we're just going to add cheese on ours. So we got the cheese mix here. We're just going to kind of spread it around on here a little bit. Try to get it fairly even. Because we're just making a cheese pizza with a little bit of pepperoni on it. A pepperoni pizza, I guess you'd call it. So we put the cheese sauce on there. And now we pretty much got the cheese sauce all spread around pretty evenly right here. Break it out to the edges a little bit, you know. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. And now we just put these pepperonis on and evenly distributed them. Even distribution of pepperoni. Looks like there we go. Voila! Now this is ready to go into the oven. Voila, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the finished product. You can see that the cheese and the spaghetti sauce is all melted in together, and down in the bottom we have the crust with the cauliflower. And it's all melted together, and it made a nice looking pizza, nice looking deep dish pizza with thin crust. And I think you guys are going to love it. I'm going to love it. We're going to get started on it. And thank you guys for watching the show, and we'll catch you guys in the very next show. Bye bye.